Greetings and warm welcome to the Enigmatic Universe. I am your host, Clifton3D, and this is the distinguished program known as Last Week in History. Now, if you're following this series, you may know that I missed a week, which means you will be getting double the amount this time around. Today, we embark on a journey through the annals of time, exploring the significant events that transpired from October 16th to October 29th. I have carefully curated a selection of noteworthy historical occurrences from this period. Without any further delay, let's dive into the intriguing tapestry of history. October 16th, 1793, during the French Revolution, Queen Marie Antoinette is beheaded by guillotine in the Place de la Révolution in Paris. When a queen loses her crown, it's usually metaphorical, but Marie Antoinette went for the literal approach. October 17th, 1989, an earthquake with a magnitude of 6.9 strikes Northern California during the World Series between the San Francisco Giants and the Oakland Athletes, postponing Game 3. Earthquake versus baseball. Sometimes, Mother Nature decides it's her turn to bat. October 18th, 1867, the United States takes possession of Alaska after purchasing it from Russia in what became known as the Alaska Purchase. The Alaska Purchase, America's best ice investment since the invention of the freezer. October 19th, 1781, British General Charles Cornwallis surrenders to American and French forces at the Siege of Yorktown, effectively ending the American Revolutionary War. At Yorktown, surrendering to George Washington was the ultimate red coat fashion statement. October 20th, 1973, Sydney Opera House in Australia is officially opened by Queen Elizabeth II. Even Queen Elizabeth II had to admit, "Tricky, this opera house is a real ripper." Sorry for that. October 21st, 1959, the Solomon R. Guggenheimer Museum, designed by architect Frank Lloyd Wright, opens in New York City, where art and architecture meets in an endless artistic spiral. October 22nd, 1962, U.S. President John F. Kennedy announces the presence of Soviet missiles in Cuba, leading to the Cuban Missile Crisis. When you realize that diplomacy is like a chess game, but with nukes instead of a rook.
You forgot the fan in the chamber!
October 19th, 1812, French troops retreat from Moscow during Napoleon's ill-fated invasion of Russia, marking a turning point in the Napoleonic Wars, when your grand Russian campaign turns into an epic snowball fight, and you're losing. I promised you double trouble, and the next 7+1 events in Last Week in History is now to come. October 23rd, 1850, the first National Women's Rights Convention begins in Worcester, Massachusetts, advocating for women's suffrage and equal rights, where equality got its first big stage and the world its first taste of the future. And just look where we are now. October 24th, 1648, the Peace of Westphalia is signed, ending the 30 Years' War in Europe and introducing the concept of modern diplomacy. proof that sometimes even the bloodiest conflicts can find an amicable exit. October 25th, 1415, the Battle of Agincourt takes place during the 100 Years' War, with the English, led by King Henry V, defeating the French. From archers to conquering heroes, Agincourt, longbow lesson in medieval mayhem. October 26, 1881, the gunfight at the OK Corral occurs in Tombstone, Arizona, involving the Earp brothers and Doc Holliday, where the Earps and Doc Holliday showed that justice is best served with a six-shooter. October 27, 1904, the first underground New York City subway line opens, connecting City Hall and Harlem. All aboard! The New York City subway's maiden voyage into a world of convenience and chaos. October 28, 1886, President Grover Cleveland dedicates the Statue of Liberty, a gift from the people of France to the United States. Lady Liberty shines as a beacon of freedom, hope, and great lighting since 1886. Did you know her sister is in Paris? October 29, 1969, the first ever message is sent over the AppNet, the precursor to the modern internet. LO to the future instead of log in. How AppNet's first message unlocked the doors to the online world we know today.
You forgot Stefan in the chamber!
October 24th, 1901, Annie Edson Taylor becomes the first person to survive going over Niagara Falls in a barrel. Going over the edge, a tale of barrels, waterfalls, and one seriously brave woman. Or stupid. You be the judge of that. These were some very compelling events in last week in history. Well, the last 2 weeks in history. Feel free to share your thoughts on the selections in the comments below, and if any additional historical events that come to your mind. I trust you found today's episode as enjoyable as I did while researching and delving into these intriguing moments of the past. Your presence is greatly appreciated, and I extend my best wishes for a wonderful start to the week. Until our next encounter, dear viewers, fellow travelers, take good care. Remember to hit that like button because, well, you know, likes are like cookies for YouTubers. We just can't resist them. And hey, if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Subscribing is like adopting a virtual unicorn. And who wouldn't want a majestic creature like that in their lives? So join the party, hit the subscribe button, and keep following. Stay curious, stay skeptical, and keep those tinfoil hats closed. You never know when they might come in handy. Until our next extraordinary adventure, this is Clifton3D signing off. Stay weird, my friends.